Hangout tonight. Glad to have you here. Again, this is Karla Silver. I just saw my little live button go live, and I wanted to make sure to introduce myself. You're here because somebody thought enough of you to invite you to spend a little time with myself and a gentleman I'm going to introduce you to momentarily this evening to find out about a very, very different opportunity. You might be in a place in your life where maybe you've been downsized or right-sized or outsourced, or you have a ridiculously long commute. Maybe you're in a company where you aren't getting paid what you deserve. Maybe you have a business where you're not getting to where you want to be. Whatever, we're glad to have you here. You're here for a reason, and we're going to satisfy that reason by talking to you about a very, very special opportunity that came across my desk about 8 weeks ago, and we have been joined by some of the top internet marketers, some of the top affiliate marketers, some of the top franchise owners, network marketers, some of the most incredible individuals that I've seen in one organization ever in one place at one time. Just to give you a couple stats, we've gone from one idea to over 3,500 people in 8 weeks, and zero money in the coffers, so to speak, generated by the team, to, I heard last night, over $5 million. And what does that tell you, right? What does that tell me? What does that tell my co-host today? That tells me a couple things. It tells me that we're in probably the right place at the right time. So you might be thinking about what that is and what is it for you, and we're going to go over that, because typically somebody that it shows up on a webinar like this is looking for a couple of things. What exactly is this? What is the product? Who's the leadership? What is the business model? What do I have to do on a day-to-day basis? Are you going to help me? What kind of training is available? And how can I profit from what's on the table here? And we're going to go through all of that. We want to respect your time, and we want to thank you right ahead of time, of course, for taking time out of your evening this evening. You could have been doing a lot of other things, so we're grateful to you for that, and we're going to make the best use of your time possible. Before I get into the nitty-gritty, I do just want to take 2 seconds to introduce my co-host today, and then he's going to throw it back to me, and I'm going to talk, and then we'll go back and forth together so we get all of your questions answered. I'm joined today by a gentleman I've had the good fortune of working with for over a decade at this point. He's led teams of thousands of people. He's generated multiple 7 figures online, but most importantly, he's helped tens of thousands of individuals, and I don't know, even with his best-selling books, maybe even hundreds of thousands of individuals get from where they were to where they want to be, and that includes myself. So, John, just come out here and say a couple words. Welcome our guests, and then we'll get right into the nitty-gritty.
All right, thank you, Karla. I'm so glad you're still with you. It's always good to host right here at It's always good to host a webinar like this, which is very prompt, very open. We're just going to have a conversation with everybody here tonight, show you what we've seen. Like Karla, I saw this on a chance occurrence about, in fact, you know what, today's the 14th. It was 2 months ago today, Karla, where we did our first ever live webinar where we even mentioned the idea that at this point, as you mentioned, has already produced over $5 million in business just on an idea with we haven't started marketing yet. Our systems aren't even live yet. For our guests, you're seeing this very early, right? So sometimes timing beats talent. You've got timing on your side right now. So what Karla and I are going to show you, just take some notes and hang on to your seat because we're exploding right now. So anyway, there you go. Back to you, Karla. What is this doobly thing? What are we doing here with this team WUKAR? Show us the goods.
You got it. I'm definitely going to show you. So guess what, guys? Our product, and I'm going to start with the very first thing that I mentioned. What is the product? And to do that, I am going to share my screen. So if, John, you would let me know if you can see my screen, that would be great. I can't hear you, John. Can you see my screen?
I'm still seeing your camera.
Okay, hold on a second. There we go. Does that work?
And I see your screen.
Perfect. Okay, guys, so product. Product is king. I know that when I'm looking at anything, any kind of opportunity, I'm looking for a product that is in demand, that is easily communicated, and that people want. And in this case, has decided to align ourselves with a company called Doobly. Doobly has some tremendous technology, and I'm going to get to that in a second, but what is key is that their product is cash back. Cash back on things that your potential customers are already buying every single day. A little statistic that you should know, just here, and this is a global business, if you'll notice here, there are many, many other countries, right, that Doobly is distributed in. But just here in the United States, a little fun fact for you to take into your deliberations today is that over $250 billion is spent on online shopping here in the United States alone. That's Forrester research. That number is scheduled, of course, as we all know, to double and then double and double again. So what are people always looking for, right? They're always looking for deals. But what if they could get cash back on the things that they're already buying at the websites that they're already using? Whether they're here in the United States, in the UK, Europe, wherever, they can get paid to travel. And I'm just going to go quick tour of this website, and then I'm going to demo some of the cool technology that they've used to make it very, very simple for, again, your potential customers to get cash back on the things that they buy every day. Get paid to travel, get paid to shop, they get coupons, and guess what? Anybody can sign up for free. You sign up for free, you shop online, again, the things in the stores that you typically shop at already, and you get cash back. By the way, I want to mention this real quickly. This is on top of any discounts, coupons, anything that you know, we're all shopping online. I shop at a store. I might say, oh, is there a coupon today or a sale going on today? And I can enjoy the savings from that sale or that coupon or that discount, but this is cash back money that you wouldn't have, quote unquote, made as a customer until you get turned on to the Doobly toolbar. So there are, I'll just give you a little demo here. Again, you can see these are places that you already shop. We all go to Priceline, we all go to Hotwire, we go to Macy's, we go to Walmart, we go to Target. There are 5,000 shops here in the United States and 15,000 stores worldwide. So this is not some small little mall that you might visit on occasion with Joe's coffee shop around the corner or Cindy's shoe store. These are the big retailers that your potential customers are already shopping at. So more importantly, when I'm looking at this, you know, I have a Costco membership and I get a certain percentage back every year, and then I get 2% off of my credit cards, right? And I actually don't even think of those things. Those aren't, those just happen along the way, and great. If I get a $20 check at the end of the year, big deal. So what kind of money are we talking about that a potential Doobly.com customer could generate on an average year? So let's say, and the travel costs, let's say your flights, voucher, or your flights, hotels, vacation, rental cars, let's say in an entire year you only spend maybe, I don't know, $2,000. Let's make it really low, right? About $2,000 in a whole year of travel. I know me. When I was in corporate America, I was a road warrior, so I spent probably $100,000. So I can't even imagine the cashback that I could have gotten then. But let's just say you should spend $2,000 a year. You go away for one weekend. I don't know, right? Let's say that you spend online shopping, and this is everything from books and music, games, garden supplies, health, beauty, your tires for your car, if you do groceries, furnitures. I know I buy a lot of shoes and stuff. I live in a place that I do a lot of online shopping because there aren't some of the big stores around where I am. But let's just say you shop and you only spend about $1,200 a year. And utilities, your cell phone bill, gas, electricity, finance, your insurance, let's just keep that redonkulously low as well, right? Let's say, I don't know, about $2,000 a year. These are really low, guys. I'm really trying to lowball this to you to demonstrate to you that you can Sign up for free today if you want to. And a free customer is on average spending these very, very little numbers here can save approximately $243 a year. Now, there are various membership levels. If you're a premium member, you can save up to $454 a year, and a VIP level, you can save up to $559 a year, and more. Guys, I know that I just flew halfway across the world on a business trip, and I spent well over, I don't know, I'm guessing, let's just say $7,000, right? Boom. That's enormous. It's not savings, right? This is money that I would have never received had I not signed up for the Doobly Toolbar. This is brilliant, guys. So just to go over the memberships, this is free member. Your potential customers sign up for free. They get cash back. They can spend $5 a month on a premium account, and they get more cash back. They also get a credit card that they can load with their cash back and just use that as a regular credit card. So let's say over the course of a year they get $5, $6, $1,000 back. They can just load it right into they can either put it into their bank or they can load it into a credit card. The no-brainer for anybody that does any level of online shopping is the VIP membership. That made sense for me right away simply because I made that much back in cash back on one hotel reservation. And along with that, they get all kinds of extra cash back, 6%. They get that prepaid debit card. And then at that point also, if you're a VIP member, just, and I can, you can make $20 referring your friends, kind of like when you refer a friend to DirecTV, DirecTV will pay you a little bonus for doing that, etc. So again, this is built as a mall, and I'll just give you a real quick tour because I really want to show you the cool stuff, right? All these are stores. Again, I'm going to scroll through this very slowly. Walmart, Ralph Lauren, DKNY, Groupon is part of this. The Apple Store is part of this, which is even more incredible because I don't know if those of you, probably more than 50% of the people that are listening to my voice right now are Apple customers, and you know they only ever charge MSRP, right? Whatever that stands for, retail price. So take a look at this, but here's what really interested me, right? There's lots of malls. Even American Airlines has a mall that nobody shops at, right? There are lots of little mom and pop malls that other companies have developed that nobody shops at. But here's what's unique that interested our team in exploiting Doobly Toolbar, and that's the technology they've developed in the Doobly Toolbar. So once you're a customer of Doobly and you've signed up and you've downloaded a tiny little piece of software to your browser, it's super easy and it's free. When you go to Google, this is how we shop, right? There's probably a bunch of you online right now that have shopped for Halloween costumes. And I just did this, I prepped this before we got on so I didn't have to take up your time showing you how to Google for Halloween costumes. So I made a Google search, but I want you to look closely. I scroll down here at HalloweenCostumes.com. Oh my goodness. At Doobly, I can get 14% back on my purchase at HalloweenCostumes.com. I scroll down the page a tiny bit more, and I can get up to 7.3% at Target. I can get up 14% at this store. I can get 14.4% at BuyCostumes.com. Now notice how this technology has integrated itself into a regular, everyday Google search result. Doobly will show your customer, hey, you're a free customer at buycostumes.com, you can get 8.4%. So if you don't have it, sign up for free. If you want to be a premium customer and pay $5 a month, you can get up to 12.4%. If you're a VIP customer, you can get up to 14.4% for free. Cash back. This is ginormous for you guys when you think about it. When we piece together the whole business model that we have here, how would you like to have many, if not thousands or tens of thousands of customers that you're getting a piece of all of their online cash back. Right now, if you're a mom and you're buying, you've got a couple kids and you've got your Halloween costume to buy and your husband's Halloween costume to buy, you're going to get, oh, I'm all over this 14%, right? You get $100, you spend $100, you're going to get $14.50 back, basically, right? So super, super simple, and it gets even better. Because my concern is, personally, again, I'm not going to a mall. I don't want to change my spending habits, right? There are every single big retailer on the planet spends hundreds and hundreds and millions, depending on their size, millions of dollars getting you to go to their store versus another store. And so when you're like me, I just want to shop where I want to shop. So let's just say you go to, I don't know, I'm going to go to Macy's today. I didn't spell that correctly. You want to go to Macy's. I want to go to Macy's, and I go to Macy's.com, not PlayStation, Macy's.com. And I wait for the page to load. I'm going to go look for a new pair of shoes. I need to buy a pair of shoes this weekend, and Macy's gives me the page, but I want to show you here. Check this out. At the top of the page, if you can see this here, the Doobly technology actually pushed down the Macy's page, and it reminded me, holy cow, as a VIP member, I'm going to get 8% back on every penny I spend forever, as long as I ever use the Doobly toolbar. So it actually reminded me, and this has happened to me a couple of times. I got a coupon for some makeup that I use, and I got it in my email, and I clicked on the coupon. It went to the Paracon website, and boom, right? I went to Paracon, and boom, it reminded me that I have cash back, and I had totally forgotten. I was just like, oh, here's my moisturizer that's on sale. I need to go buy some moisturizer, but oh, while I'm there and I'm getting the sale on the moisturizer, I'm also going to get whatever cash back that Paracon is giving to me as a reward for visiting Paracon.com through their website. And my computer is running very slow, so I don't want to wait for you guys to see that load, but it's really super simple. So here's what really intrigued me. And are you seeing my face now? Perfect. Here's what intrigued me. Here's a company that has partnered and is continually partnering with tens of thousands of additional stores around the world every year. Here's a company that has technology that allows it to be implanted into their customers' online shopping experience. Here's a company that isn't waiting for you to go to their mall to shop there. They're making sure that they're putting themselves and their brand and the cash back in front of as many potential customers as possible once they're signed up. But as I kind of alluded to before, what if you could be part of a huge internet marketing play that grab and put them into your business, and you had an opportunity to get just a piece of all of your customers' cash back? Would that be interesting to you? I know that was really interesting to me when I heard about this this idea that took place that was formulated just over 8 weeks ago, and that's why I got started. So to complete the circle, and I'm finished with the product, I'm going to hand it over to the great John Lavinia, who's going to talk to you and describe to you exactly how you can profit and what you need to do to profit in that big e-commerce play.
Awesome. Thank you, Karla. And I love the product demo. You know, typically, and for anyone who knows my history, I've been involved in more of like niche marketing. Here's an information product, seminars. I mean, I'm an author. As Karla mentioned, I'm into educational products like this, and typically in the high-ticket realm, like $20,000, $25,000 sort of businesses. And here, when I saw something that I've been looking for years personally is What would be on the opposite side of that? Rather than always being involved in something that's, for 1% of the population, what about the other 99%? What about consumer spending? What about the majority of society who, in my country, watches 5 hours of television a day? They want to get good deals. They want to save money. They want to get cash back, stuff like this. How do we participate in that side of the marketplace? And I've never seen it before. Now, I had heard about Doobly. This is an 11-year-old company, publicly traded. I'm going to show you some of the people who are behind it financially and managerially and technically. There's a lot of heavyweights back here. But I heard of this company some years ago when they were experimenting with other business models, like online auctions and things like this. And they made some blunders. But personally, I didn't even know the company was still in business until about 2 months ago when I got a phone call from some multi-millionaires who know my work and asked me to fly out to San Diego and meet with them and the founder of this company, who was flying in from Denmark. He's a billionaire. His name is Michael Hansen. I'll show you a little bit more about him in a minute. To put together this idea, which is now known as WUKAR. WUKAR, by the name, is the way of our marketing team. Okay, it's an acronym. It stands for Wake Up, Kick Ass, Repeat. And literally, that's what it has been. Like, we woke up, and ever since that day, it has just been nonstop action. I mean, I've never seen anything like this before. So the question that I had when I saw this product is will it work? Well, we had a guy in the room, and imagine this. Imagine a room full of 100 people from various backgrounds and disciplines: internet marketers, salespeople, MLMers, CPA marketers, funnel creators, video production guys. I mean, all kinds of different people to take a look at what this is and how are we going to monetize this. Okay, so for the benefit of everyone who's an entrepreneur watching right now, Karla just showed you the customer experience. We're looking at it from the business builder experience, right? What can we do? How will we be rewarded if we push this out into the marketplace, into the largest consumer markets in the world? The United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, UK, India, right, etc. How do we do that? And is there enough money in it that we're going to be well rewarded? Because look, the guy who headed up this whole project is named Matt Trainer. If you're familiar with him, he's been called the secret weapon of guys like Frank Kern, big online celebrity, top-selling authors, and he's a very private guy himself. He's behind the scenes. But here's a guy who not only makes a couple $100,000 a week doing his computer work, right? You don't find him out there in the public much. He's a busy guy on the computer, but he put aside $40 million worth of search engine optimization contracts to take on Doobly. So it had to be worth a lot of money for us to put this much marketing horsepower behind it. So I'm going to share my screen with you in a little bit and show you what the money looks like, how the money flows. I will say right up front here that, like any business, it does require effort, right? Thought, effort, decision-making, work, right? I know work is a four-letter word. We actually enjoy our work here. We're having so much fun. We're missing meals. We're losing sleep, and we don't even care because it has just been a blast. And once again, with what I'm about to show you and the systems that are coming, we haven't even launched them yet. We just went into beta mode a couple days ago. So like I said before, timing beats talent quite often, and right now time is on our side. So if you're watching this live right now, it's the 14th of October, you're very early. Okay, so just consider that. Like Karla mentioned, as cliche as it may sound, right place at right time, that's what we got, right? So we already saw the right product. Okay, here's something for the customer. Sign up for free. It takes 10 seconds. But how do you get paid from all that? Oh, and I must also mention on the disclaimer note, yes, it's work, and yes, incomes are not guaranteed for any participant. Obviously, you got to work what you put out. As you get in what you put out. That whole sort of thing. You can go to dooblynetwork.com and see policies and procedures, and all the legal disclaimers are there. So let me go ahead and share my screen and show you how we are monetizing this experience. Karla, let me know when you could see a website with a verbal cue, please.
I can see.
Very good. Thank you. So Karla showed you Doobly.com. Right now, we are not on Doobly.com. We are on another completely separate website called DooblyNetwork.com. This is what the customer does not see. And I want you to consider that in most home-based businesses or online marketing affiliate programs and deals like that, you're very distributor heavy. You're like most of my experience, like I mentioned, you're selling a niche product. You're selling a membership to someone who's also going to participate in the compensation plan. Most home-based businesses are very distributor heavy. Here in Doobly, we've got about 400 customers to every what's called business builder or business associate. We're not even called distributors because we're not distributing anything. But I want you to think about that. This is a very customer-centric program, and there is no bridge from customer to affiliate or marketer or business builder. So what I'm about to show you now is just for us here on this this webinar. This is not what you would what the customer would see. The customer's happy to get their cash back, get a $20 referral fee when they refer other VIP customers. That's the end of that story. Okay, now what's in it for us? Okay, so I'm going to bring up a pen here, and let me show you this. So right here, we've got the customers. And that's what the main play is. So customers. That's what we're looking to attract. And I'll show you why we're going to be focusing on customers here in just a minute. Like I mentioned before, this is a publicly traded company backed by billionaires with a B. Okay, they're interested in the value of the company. How does the value of the company go up? Customers, right? That's what it's about. Not putting distributors or reps into the BizOp deal. Okay, this is about customers. Now, when you have a customer, let's say they sign up for free, they're going to do their online shopping, and let's say they buy a television from Samsung, excuse me, who is one of our affiliated companies, or they go to Best Buy or Walmart or wherever they like to buy their big screen TV, and let's say they get $100 cash back from that merchant. Well, you are in for 25%. And this is their online shopping that they're doing. They didn't even know you exist. Like I already said, there's a wall between the customers and the business builders. Two separate websites, two separate everything. You're in for 25% of the online shopping, the cash back that your customer is getting for as long as they're using the technology. They're participating either as a free member, as a VIP, or a premium member. Fine. You're in for 25% of the cash back that the merchant is giving them. Not out of their pocket, but in addition to that, this is also in the deal from the merchant. Okay, in addition to that, customer upgrades to what we call a VIP, as Karla showed you. Statistically, 80% of the customers that are using the service, they see the value in getting for $99 a year. Here's so much more benefit. Well, great, let's go ahead and do that. That's $99. And if you're in Europe, it's euros, and if you're in Australia, it's Australian dollars. But in this case, we're in America, so I'm talking about USD. So $99, again, you're in for 25%. So what's that, $24.75 or something. And this is recurring each year. So this right here, this 25% is perpetual. This $99 VIP membership fee is recurring each year. Okay, and right now we're just talking about customer money. Now, on the inside, there's what's called the business builders. And we also have another thing called partners. And again, forgive my penmanship. It's atrocious. All right, so on the business, I'm going to show you what some of the results can look like with that. But now we're talking about having people who are leverage for you. So here are people out getting their own customers, but there are also overrides and bonuses as you build a business organization. Okay, and we'll show you, I can show you a little bit of my back office and what that looks like. But this is an additional revenue stream, and it's also a very rapid revenue stream, okay, especially when you've got marketing behind you, which, let's face it, what are most network marketing companies lacking? They're lacking marketing, right? I mean, I've been around the industry long enough, and I don't mean this to be a critical statement. I think I'm just stating the obvious when I say that most network marketers, or people who identify themselves as network marketers, probably couldn't define the word marketing. I mean, they just, you know, here's a house party and let's try out the skin cream and, you know, drink my jungle juice and stuff like that. But they don't know anything about marketing, like what we're doing here. So this can grow very quickly. Now, partners, it's a whole additional opportunity here. So there's three ways to monetize this. Karla showed you the customers. I'm about to show you what's happening on the business side. And partners, let's say that you know somebody who owns a store, right? They've got a storefront, and they've got a customer database, and let's say that storefront is an auto shop or a salon or a coffee house or whatever. You could say, okay, Mr. or Mrs. Business Owner, here you've got all these customers that come into your store once a month to get their oil changed or to get their massage or whatever it is you sell at your store. And these are customers that you paid, you did the marketing, you acquired customers. Customer acquisition is not necessarily cheap. These are your customers, and you make money when they come into your store once a month. Well, what if you can offer an additional benefit to these customers? They can get cash back when they're shopping online, and you can monetize your database, your already existing customer database, by giving them a free account. And now you're making money when they're not in your store, when they're out there shopping online, buying what they want to buy anyway, which is not anything that you sell. But now we take the Doobly name off of the technology. We put your name up there, right? So here's Sally's Salon, powered by Doobly, okay? And now Sally's Salon is always in front of them. Whenever they're online shopping, they're getting cash back because they're members of Sally's Salon cashback program. So think about that. Now here's an override for you. You're also in for 10% of this customer database. It's not even your database, it's theirs, and you make 10% on that. Now this deal here costs a few $1,000s a year for the commercial account, but it's free. This is going to excite a lot of people. It's free for partners that are nonprofits, schools, or churches, right? So how many times have you perhaps gone to your church, and now we're doing the fundraiser, and here's the contributions, and everybody passed the basket? Well, now here's an opportunity for the church or the nonprofit or what have you to raise funds with their already existing database, in this case a congregation or a donor database, and not even asking them to take money out of their pocket. And you can put partners in that are nonprofits. Think about this. There's so many ways for you to participate in the already existing revenue that's happening when Bob Smith goes to bestbuy.com and orders an iPad or something. Think about that. Right now I'm talking to you on a MacBook Pro. It cost me $3,300. Had I been a Doobly member when I bought this machine, I would have gotten 7% cash back. It was like $230. Okay, unfortunately I didn't know about Doobly at that point, but I will know about them when I go ahead and it's time for me to upgrade my machine again. So let me show you a little bit about what's going on here behind the scenes. So we've got the company, Doobly Network. Board of directors, real quick, I like to know who I'm working with, right? So, and I've learned this the hard way. Sometimes more important than what business you do is who you do it with. Well, just take a look at some of these people that are behind this. Blas Garcia Moros, here's the guy who brought Microsoft to Latin America. 15 years with Microsoft, worked directly with Bill Gates, billionaire. He's behind the scenes as the chairman of the board. Michael Hansen, who I met with a couple weeks ago in Dubai, where they've got one of their headquarters. Here's, like I said before, or I think I may have said before, this whole thing started in Denmark. This guy owns the largest house in the country of Denmark. He also owns homes in other places as well. He developed the space Star Wars line of Legos. He's made billions in real estate development in the UAE and in Europe. He's the founder and CEO. Here's Lester Rosenkrantz. Remember I said it's a publicly traded company. Here's a guy who knows Wall Street. He knows compliance. He knows how to dot the I's and cross the T's, right? So this is some of the financial and managerial horsepower behind it. The chief technology officer for this company, the toolbar that Karla just showed you. This is a guy who programmed Bing for Microsoft. We just took one of the top people out of Groupon and put them in Doobly. I mean, this is enormous. And as far as credibility, when you look at the other companies that are involved, Karla showed you just a handful of them. Think about this. We're in the direct sales network marketing field with this business opportunity. Who is the oldest, most respected, squeaky clean, perfect network marketing company you could ever think of? Well, I would say Avon. Well, guess what? Avon is an affiliated company with Doobly. So if you want to buy your Avon makeup or your cologne or whatever you like to buy, they're affiliated with Doobly. You can get cash back, right? So this company is all about taking over, and they are already, as you can see here at the top of the screen, the world's largest e-commerce direct selling company operating on every country in the planet. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to log in. I'm going to show you, which is not something I would typically show just people out on the street, but everybody who's here has been invited here. So I'm going to show you some private stuff right now. Once again, income disclosures, everything applies here. This is my back office. Okay, I'm going to show you without breaching some privacy here. I'm going to show you what's going on with my business. So this is me, John Lavenia. And as you can see, let me pull up my pen here. As you can see, grab bread. This is me. I am currently what's called the vice president. I'm in the business 8 weeks. 8 weeks, my friends. 8 weeks ago today, we opened our mouths for the first time on a loosely put together, unscripted, messy webinar, not much different than what you're watching right now. Most people get started at this. You see here, these are different positions in the business organization, in the compensation plan. Most people start with what's called a team leader package. I'll show you what that is here in a second. There is a smaller package called a team member, just a basic membership. But up from team leader, there's what's called a team coordinator. There's a sales director. Then there's the vice president, which in my case I reached in 6 weeks. And then finally, to max out the whole operation, is what's called the senior vice president. Okay, so one more rank, and I've maxed the thing out. By the way, when you're vice president, you get a piece of land in Grand Cayman Island. And if we have time, I'll show you a little video about that. Okay, and when you're senior vice president, they build you a house, 4,500 square foot house, and hand you the title. Thanks for helping out. Thanks for helping us acquire this customer base and put this company. This company is shooting for NASDAQ. Okay, so again, this is not this is not your MLM deal of the week. In fact, I would say that the network marketing side of this operation is the smallest piece of it. This is about customer acquisition, partner acquisition, and online e-commerce shopping revenue. So this is all wonderful, but I want you to look at numbers that I think anybody who's got any experience in home-based business could appreciate. Right here, if you can see here, this is called Frontline. Okay, Frontline. These are people that have personally enrolled with me personally. Okay, 74. Hooray. Okay, now again, I'm a guy who's accustomed to direct sales and just thousands and thousands of people on what's called the front line. Well, in this case, that doesn't have to be. Okay, because I want you to look right here at what's happening, and I'm going to show you the financial result of this. What's happening in my organization right now is, what is this, about 15 times duplication? 15 times? Now, I'm not a math guy, but look at that, 74, 1,239 in 8 weeks. My friends, I've never seen anything like this in my life. So my question from a business builder standpoint, and a guy who does have experience with duplication or lack of duplication, I should say, in most home business type programs is, can other people do it, right? Or do you have to have a cape and mask, right? Like some people think, oh, maybe I'm special or something. Well, no, I didn't just show up on the planet yesterday. I do know some people, right? I do have some influence. I've written books and stuff like that. But still, look at this result. This is duplication, my friends. Now I'm going to show you on the back end. Okay, and again, I just have to say it. I'll say it one more time, okay, to make sure we're all 100% clear. These are my results. They're not guaranteed results for other participants. But I want you to see something right here. This is October the 14th. Right now is October the 14th. This is how much money I've put on the register before bonuses, and this is my second full month, and we're not even halfway through it. So is that worthy of my time? I think so. We haven't even launched our systems yet. Let me show you the actual payouts, just so we're all 100% full disclosure. And again, this isn't to dazzle you, okay? But I'll tell you what, I'm dazzled. I'm dazzled. Right here, this is cash and fist money. My first 2 weeks in the business, this was August. This is my first full month in the business, September. So there you go, right? I don't know what else there is to say about it. Oh, there is something more to say about it. Let me show you what that is. We go back here to my white paper. This whole operation is based on, as I said before, bringing Doobly to the largest consumer markets in the world. So at the top of all this, we have what's called WUKAR. Let me switch to black again, so I'm not blinding you with bright colors. So we have WUKAR. In fact, let me show you this. This is the team and the mission that we're on right now. It's what's called the Millionaires Club. Matt Trainer, who again is the SEO genius, who has spearheaded this project, has committed that anyone who reaches the rank of sales director, which I showed you briefly, and we're not going to get into, but the sales director is a very achievable rank, and anyone who achieves that before November 1st, who's here on this team, okay, which you obviously will be a part of once you get started by clicking the button below this video once we're done, you'll be a part of Team WUKAR. Well, anyway, Matt Trainer has stated that he's looking to make sure every single person who's a sales director makes at least $1 million before he starts making money with this. Frankly, he doesn't need the money. He likes money. That's fine. But he's going to put all the money he makes from this back into tools, systems, traffic, training, everything that's needed for people to make money. He's looking to change lives with this, and I am on board with him 100%. So anyway, that's the WUKAR Millionaires Club, and you can learn more about that once you've got started. But anyway, here's WUKAR. Wake up, kick ass, repeat. What is this machine? What is this marketing arm? Here's what we know how to do. We know how to get traffic. And there's my penmanship once again. We know how to get traffic through search engine optimization, through PPC, through all different kinds of methodologies that we can employ. And like I said before, I was in that private meeting just 2 months ago, which was in San Diego. They flew out, I flew out, and here's 100 people in the room from a variety of disciplines. Why don't we take all this knowledge, all this experience, and why don't we teach you, the newcomer? And even if you have experience, I'll tell you, I've got a lot of experience in some things, but when it comes to things like SEO and some of these other high-tech things, I don't know, right? These other guys know. I don't know. I know stuff they don't know. They know stuff I don't know. Why don't we put all our talents together and teach people everything that we know on how to get traffic, how to get eyeballs to websites? Let's start and take that traffic and let's send it through Google. Right, here's Mr. or Mrs. Customer who's looking for, let's say, booking the Sheraton Hotel in San Diego, California, and let's get in front of them right here while they're on Google and say, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Customer, how would you like to get cash back when you get your best deal at the Sheraton? Let's take them and let's put them into our sales funnels, our machinery, and let's create customers out of them. Takes 10 seconds. They sign up for free, no problem. And let's have everybody in WUKAR who's willing to take some of this training and put it to use, right? We need video, we need all kinds of stuff, quality control, lots of jobs. We need lots of work that needs to be done here to take this market. This is not, click the easy button and we're done. No, we got lots of work. We need lots of talent. Okay, you're a talented person. We'll help you be more talented. You don't know what to do, we'll show you what to do. That's fine. But we have all these customers coming in through this sales funnel, if you will, and we rotate them out to everyone who's looking to participate, to take some training and to go ahead and put it to use. And here's you. Here's your customer. You help participate in creating this machinery by taking this training and doing some work. Okay, so very predictable. Very predictable. In fact, Matt, who's more of a math guy than me, is talking about 10,000 per day once we've got this running and scaled up. Again, we're in the beta test stage of all this. And that's 10,000 customers. That's not 10,000 clicks or leads. Okay, we're talking about 10,000 customers, and we've already seen tremendous statistics in terms of upgrades to paid customers and VIP members and all this. Okay, so that's the customer, what we call rotator. Okay, now we do it again here on the business side. Okay, so instead of saying, hey, do you want to get cash back, right, and putting them into Doobly before we send them to Priceline or Travelocity or Sheraton.com or whatever, now we're saying, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Home Business Seeker, looking for extra income, looking for a system that actually works, tired of spinning your wheels and your MLM deal, looking to work with actual marketers and learn what to do, the secrets of success, and et cetera, et cetera. We got lots of video assets and webinars like this and all different stuff that's needed, lots of talent. Okay, and now we kick out business builders. And here's you, once again. Okay, so this is the machinery that's going in place now. How do you participate? Well, let me show you what we've got here on the, what am I looking for? This. So let's say I go ahead and let me log out. And uno momento, erase that, and give me back to red. Okay, so below this, below the screen, you've got a button where you can click to join. And it should bring you, hold on a second here, it should bring you to a page that looks like this. Great. So Doobly Network. Okay, so this is the page that you'll be looking at when you click that button. Fill out your name, date of birth, pick a country. I'm in America. And again, you can see we're in all these different countries. All these different countries. So my country starts with a U. There it is. So United States. Now we are doing business, Doobly is doing business in 3 currencies. So US dollars, if you're in Europe, including the UK, it's in euros, and if you're in Australia, it's Australian dollars. So in this case, here's my sign-up form, and we look here at what we've got. We've got a variety of different packages. Team Leader Accelerator and these other packages right here are what I'm going to focus on tonight. Oh, let me get my pen going. Here we go. So these packages here, these ones down here are more for commercial accounts, so don't even bother looking at those. But here's what we've got. We've got a business license, $99 one-time fee, and you're in the business. Hooray! Okay. From there, we've got what's called VIP membership packages, and Karla already showed you what a VIP member is. $99 a year. You can get a 5-pack of those, 495 USD, or people can choose a 50-pack of the trial VIP memberships. These are 30-day VIPs, and then they expire, and then of course the customer can go ahead and pay for their $99. So in this case, the $99 fee plus either one of these is, in the case of an American, $594, and you're what's called a team member. Remember, I showed you on the comp plan chart before. There was team members, team leaders. So this is the basic team member package, and you're in the team. You're a part of your team member. Okay, fine. But what most of us have done is what's called the Team Leader Accelerator package. So that's the next rank up on the in the comp plan. And not only do you get all this and both of these, in fact, more of a quantity of both of these, but you also get the mandatory partner certification. Okay, remember I talked about partnerships before, where you're signing up the salon owner and they're going to get their database getting cash back when they're not in their store, and you get a 10% override on their customer database, right? All of that. Well, Doobly doesn't want you out there on the street running your mouth and misrepresenting the company. You got to go through their partner certification course. Okay, this is big business. Again, it's billionaires backing this up. You get the partner certification included in the Team Leader Accelerator package. Now, I do know people right here in the States already who are building their entire business just based on partners. Some just based on signing up nonprofits. The nonprofits eat this up, right? They're always looking for a fundraiser. Well, here you've got it for them, and they can sign up for free. You got to go through the partner certification. That's $1,000 separately. They include it for free in the Team Leader Accelerator package. This whole package is $24.75 USD. In addition to that, you're, like I said before, you're a team leader, not a team member, okay? And you're at twice the commission levels. So you start at double commissions. And then there's bonuses and everything else on top of it. I showed you a little bit of my back office, and that was before bonuses. I'll tell you, the company is just throwing money at us. It has just been ridiculous, as I think you can tell, how much money is available for people who are looking to work, for people who are looking to put this together. So again, the Team Leader Accelerator package is the main package that we've all gone with. Now, in addition to all this, as a team leader with WUKAR, you also get all the training. So we do have basic training for team members, but for people who are a team leader or higher, obviously, we got team coordinators, sales directors, and I'm not going to get into the full comp plan explanation tonight. People say, how does the comp plan work? I say it works really well. Just look at my stats. But in this case, you're getting everything, all the training on the house. And some of this training, by the way, from that trainer directly, is only available to people who pay $15,000 a person for his private coaching. So it's really, really valuable. And look, once you learn marketing, man, where can you go? What can you do? I mean, the world is yours. You'll never need a job again, that's for sure. And like I said before, marketing is the one sticking point for so many people in the home business world. Karla, how many times have you heard the question, how do I get leads? Where do I get traffic? Every
all day long, every day for 10 years.
Right. So what if you never had that question again, right? So that's part of it. You're a team leader, you're in for all of it on the house. Okay, so it's a very compelling offer. Now, just to substantiate, because I know, oh my goodness, we're 49 minutes into this already, but we can talk and talk and talk about how awesome this is just because it's so awesome. But I want to come back on screen, and I'd like to end, Karla, anything you'd like to add before I show a little, just a little something to our guests?
Sure. I just have two. This is how I look at it. Again, this is a huge internet marketing play that's laid over a big e-commerce play. And right now, the average customer to you, if you decide to get started with us today, the average customer to you is worth approximately $200 a year. You can do the math. If you only have 1,000 customers, that's a $200,000 a year potential income. Now, this is before Doobly truly enters the #1 consumer marketplace in the world, and that happens to be North America, United States. This is my opinion, guys, my opinion that that number could potentially double. So think about having somebody doing your internet marketing for you, you logging into your back office, getting to work, contributing to the team, earning your spots on the rotator. #1 question I get is, can I do this? Yes, my 91-year-old mother-in-law can do this. If you can watch a video and follow instructions, you can do this. And you'll be rewarded with customer after customer after customer. And you're rewarded directly in proportion to the amount of work you do. So you could potentially have thousands and tens of thousands of customers in your potential business paying you for years to come. That's the beautiful, juicy number that I look at on a day-to-day basis. I'm going to hand it right back to you to wrap up.
Yeah, you know, I'm just looking as you were talking. I just got email notifications. I've had 4 sales notifications come in while we've been talking, and I haven't been on the phone like selling it. All right, we're here busy hosting a webinar. So duplication, thank God, right? I mean, this is like the holy grail in home-based business, direct sales, network marketing. Duplication, and we're seeing it. I'm happy.
And you know, frankly, John, you could go anywhere probably and be great, right? I know that I could probably sell anything, right? But what is really wonderful and refreshing is that I'm here for the money. I got to admit that, right? #1, and building a legacy for myself and my family. But #2 is because I now know that I don't care what your experience is, anybody can do this, and that is an amazing feeling. I know it is for you too, that you can say to someone, you can do this, you got this, right? And I know that that's a big right up there, right next to #1, is that I don't have a team behind me that is potentially struggling. I have a team behind me. You get to work, and you can be just as successful as the next guy. So back to you.
Absolutely. So I just wanted to offer something from the company. They've made a statement, right? Just like Matt made a statement with this whole Millionaires Club thing and everything that's happening right now with WUKAR, and that's about to happen. By the way, we're launching WUKAR officially on November 7th, 8th, and 9th in San Diego. People are flying in from all over the world. If you're about to become a member here with us, we want to meet you in person. So it's very different than typical online marketing where you never work with real people. We're all very real people. I got my Skype, my phone, my Facebook ringing off the hook all day, every day, and I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way, right? I have had it other ways. Karla, you know, we've heard the crickets. We know what that's like, right? So I'd rather be busy than bored. That being said, the company has made a statement as well. I showed you the little comp plan report that I in my back office. You get to senior vice president within 2.5 years. And we look at this comp plan, we're thinking it's too easy. It's 6 months, right? But anyway, let's say it takes a full 2.5 years. You get to senior vice president, put at least 2,500 people in your entire organization, and they're going to build you a house in Grand Cayman. I'm going to show you a little sizzle video, 2 minutes of what this company is doing and how you can, just to kind of wet your whistle. Let me go ahead and fire this up.
Doobly Network, the largest e-commerce direct selling company in the world, is pleased to invite you to one of the world's most desired treasures, Grand Cayman. Welcome to an alluring and exclusive destination, rich in natural wonders and magnificent beaches. Up to 60 feet above sea level, situated in the unspoiled waters of the Caribbean, Grand Cayman is a true tropical paradise. Known for its brilliant coral reefs, underwater seawalls, and numerous shipwrecks, Grand Cayman is the ideal spot for fishing, snorkeling, and deep sea diving, as well as more adventurous sports like jet skiing and kite surfing. The lush surroundings and spectacular sea views attract high-profile celebrities and millionaires from around the world. With no taxes, Grand Cayman is truly a heavenly retreat from the bustling world, which will seem far away. The captivating attractions of this secluded island kingdom are crowned by the gated community, Doobly Golf and Beach Resort, an elite residential oasis created exclusively for the vice presidents and senior vice presidents of Doobly Network. Located at the north side of the island, in an area known as Millionaire's Row, just a short walk from the famous Rum's Point, these luxurious condos and villas are offering first-class facilities and many homes with fairway views to our private golf course. With private beach access, white powder, soft sand, and turquoise water is only footsteps away. Doobly Golf and Beach Resort represents the most privileged lifestyle possible on one of the world's most desired destinations. As a valued member of the prestigious Doobly Network, you can enjoy the unique and picturesque delights of Grand Cayman from the comforts of your private gated Doobly Golf and Beach Resort getaway. Join today and learn how you can get your luxurious getaway.
All right. So that's what happens when you work with people who are going to take this consumer market at any cost, right? Will you help out? That's their question. So that's all I got for you tonight. Karla, any closing comments from you?
No, there's probably a button on the page. Certainly somebody invited you here. This could be potentially the last time you ever worry about what's going to pay the bills. Maybe you get to spend more time with your family. Maybe you never have to look for a job again. That was me back in 2004. I made the decision never, ever, ever to look for a job again. You know where you are. You know the opportunity that's in front of you now. It's now time to take some action and get started with Team WUKAR, because you are definitely in the right place at the right time.
Awesome stuff. Thanks again for having me out here, Karla. We'll see you next time, and see you on the inside.
Bye, everybody.